So we're going to start by looking at factoring by grouping. And you'll use that when you have 4 terms, typically. Well, you have to have an even number of terms to factor by grouping. We're going to look at 4 terms because it's the least complicated type of factoring by grouping. So what you do is you kind of split your terms into groups of 2. And then you find the GCF. So 8x to the 5th, 6x squared, our GCF would be 2x squared. Dividing that out, we're left with 4x cubed minus 3. Second set, our GCF is 3, a positive 3. Make sure that you have a symbol there. We are not multiplying these together. It's still adding these 2 groups of terms. So we've got 4x cubed minus 3 left over. Hopefully you recognize that binomial because we have it on the first term. So now we're going to factor again. This time the GCF is 4x cubed minus 3. From the first term, when we divide that out, we're left with 2x squared. When we divide it out of the second term, we have a plus 3. Now you should look to see if you can continue factoring. 4x cubed, maybe we have a difference of cubes, but no, 4 and 3 are not perfect cubes. We've got 2x squared. 2 is not a perfect square, and we don't have a difference of squares. You can't factor a sum of squares. So that is factored. Same thing on this one. Group your 2 sets of terms together and divide out the GCF. So we've got 2y squared is the GCF for my first 2 terms, leaving us with y minus 4. Now the second 2 terms, because I want the binomials to match, they have opposite signs. So I'm going to factor out a negative 4, leaving me with y minus 4, which of course is the binomial on my first term. So I'm going to factor that out again, leaving me with 2y squared from the first term and minus 4 from the second term.